And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire in Fontus, some aliens, Mayhem mode, sort of self-imposed challenge here. We're on round 127. We've suffered no losses. We've made no kills. So it wasn't a bad intern. We got 7 decisions to deal with. One which is what to do with those quack doctors. Time of relative calm. Oh, so for once, the game has decided not to be ping-ponging back and forth between time of violence and time of learning. We got a time of calm. Arachnids. Okay. Sadly, no shipyards. We'd like a shipyard tech. We are merit, so we're going to punish the leader.
Affirmative.
Or not, we're democracy, so we're going to punish the leader. You want the victory points to go up. That might be doable, so
Yes,
we'll accept.
Roger that, sir.
Do I have for leader cards? I do want a decent leader if we're going to start the applied science. Senior, junior. I might regret this, but we'll push that one. Definitely need some more shipyard cards, so I need to increase the rate that this is pulling. We'll keep it. I'll basically triple it where it is. Still want discovery at like 5. So it's still research prioritized, but we've basically pulled 10 points off of research to swap towards Maritime Training House.
Copy that.
Given some of the demands.
Sir, yes, sir.
Given
Yes,
some of the
sir.
demands. Give my full support to mitigate this. Critical success, no danger. Cool. It's always nice when you get critical successes.
Requesting backup.
Okie dokie.
Okay. So we got those guys secured, so they're not going to get onto a road. Let's try to clear the pocket here. We are going to overstack if everything comes in. So I'm going to have to be a little bit picky. Looks like it's mostly vehicles. Let's make sure we're bringing the anti-tank weapons. And that's because we're only coming from 2 sides. If we were coming from all 4 sides, we could bring everything in. This is not the best of odds, although it doesn't necessarily need to be the best of odds. Fairly tanky.
Going in.
Yeah,
Okie dokie.
that was good enough. We lost 4 subunits to getting a 18 surrendered, and the Hex. So the fight is, at this point, over. Drive the mech at the sea, and then we just go clear the rest of the peninsula. I now need to figure out where they're from. So we can try to continue negotiating their defeat, basically, let's say. This is not like EU4 or anything where they get the stuff back if you negotiate a white peace. This is if what is the status quo with the peace being negotiated is the status quo. Yeah, they do exist. They're real tiny. Okay. We need to open contact with those guys if we want to actually negotiate anything.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, we got them at 18. It looks like they do have an island. It's actually fairly close to ours, so if we ever get any Air Force going, there wouldn't be a bad place to invade via the air. Do I have enough diplomat or enough recon to say hello to them? Easiest way to check is do I have enough recon to put a spy? That's a territory, so we don't care as much about them. Okay, I have enough to recon the territory.
Aye,
so
aye, sir.
put some spies in the territory.
Aye, aye, sir.
The diplomacy was implying that there was someone next to the territory? Can I propose peace? Yes.
Sir, yes, sir.
Peace proposed. That's a territory. Okay. That's a territory. That's a minor, really hard minor. I suspect you, if you were to go find that one. I might not actually have enough effort to find it. I'm not sure if I've got enough info to find that one. Suspect that one is, yeah, that's what it is. Arachnids. Suspect it's the arachnids. It's the bugs. Whenever the bug zone splits, it takes normal minor regime names instead of territory names. So the bugs by default have the territory designation, like these arachnids down here. But if their zone ever splits into the new zone, will have a normal minor name. And they can split for various reasons, basically getting multiple queens or whatever.
Move it now!
We probably don't have enough firepower to drive these guys back into the sea. These guys are particularly tanky. And a lot of our infantry are the old Rifle 3s, because we haven't had time to replace them yet. So we're kind of replacing them by attritional methods. The old ones are being destroyed, and the replacements on the new one. The new type. Still waiting on bullets to be delivered. Yeah, we got most of them in, so if I was desperate, we could start pushing. Not that desperate. Presumably that means we still have a bottleneck that's on this side. Yeah, the truck station is still bottlenecking. Okay, short-term solution is expand the truck station. Well, actually, no, that's the long-term solution. The short-term solution is just wait it out, because it's mostly over reliance on ammo. Oh, and I can't expand the truck station. So even if I wanted to do that as the solution, that is not an applicable solution at the moment. Otherwise, no shipyard contract yet, no. And did I take all the... No, we still got one more to go. No, I'm gonna do... Stone borders, hand that one over. Borders, hand those ones over. Why aren't you handing over? Interesting. Oh, yeah, that's what's going. We'll be able to do it next turn. We want this to be assigned all to one zone, so it's easier to make sure that when we roll the archaeological check that we don't have to roll multiple times, so we can avoid it. Okay. Meantime, this zone does still need more workers, so we just ship more workers in.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we should do to private. Still paid more than private. I'm surprised that's coming up. Oh, no, that's +1. Yeah, that makes sense. That's +1. Okay. It's high danger and high low qual. Danger is fixing itself. It just takes time. Although that situation's going. Yeah, that's fair. I need to apparently get some postcard over here. Not the manpower. That might be what I end up doing because I'm running threadbare a little bit on the militia at this point. I have to start using professional troops as Coast Guard. And then you is probably danger as well. Probably have enough militia in that garrison. Next turn, we'll try to drive you back in the sea if you don't go into the sea willingly. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Okay, around 128, we got 8 decisions. Discovered a fuel deposit, which isn't really a big thing. Time of comp still continues. Conquered a new zone. Discovered tank destroyers, which is the assault gun version of the heavy armor. Heavy armor army has been discovered. Some money in the stockpile. Admin level is now 10. Archaeological effort, okay. Oh, and there's a shipping mill, that's good. Okay. 20, 15, 10. Nav Council probably still wants to be 10. Secret Service still wants to be 5. Foreign Affairs, I think we still want to be 10. Interior probably still wants to be 10. The Applied Science Council could be the one that gets sort of stabbed and gets the 5%.
Yes, sir.
Good to run you. So, be sort of comparing against you. So, can we get someone that's better than a Cap 3? I think this is a science job. Research tasks, yeah. So, 43 int. So, Cap 3, capacity 3, 43 int or better is what we're looking for. So, we'll take... We'll recruit the senior. We'll actually recruit a bunch of leaders. A couple seniors, a couple civilians.
Roger that. Roger that.
And we'll just take the time to fire these guys off over the next couple turns if they're terrible. Cap 2 got better base because he's got some investigate admin or investigate trade, but that's not what we're looking for. Cap 2, Inventor. It's more model design. Also Discovery, which is not what we're looking for. We're looking for Science. Lower int as well. Your Cap 2's no. You Cap 1. Makes sense why you weren't put forward. Your Cap 1. Makes sense why you were put forward. Okay, so our first choice was, our first option was the
Yes,
best the entire time. Okay. Discovery versus research. This is heavily weighted towards research. Solar energy efficiency, conventional gun optimization, mining techniques, or logistical optimization.
Yes, sir.
At logistics.
Sir,
Give
yes,
the
sir.
commands. Appoint a governor. Investigate trade is actually pretty good for governor. So investigate is unrest events. Trade is trade. So not the best, but plenty good enough for what we want you to do. Oh, and you got some diplomacy and oratory, which is again also decent, quelling arrests and stuff like that.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Demands the release of their spy. We can get heart and heart, mind and heart, or spies will be executed, piss them off. Is this the person we touch? I don't think so. I think this is these guys. Yeah, it's these guys. We'll take the heart and heart.
Sir, yes, sir.
That gets us an opinion buff with them. Still don't think that's necessarily enough to do anything good diplomacy-wise, but... Although a bunch of heart's going to help with the diplomacy, if you were trying to do something. Looking pretty close with the embassy. We'd have to propose trade before they can take free trade. Yeah, if I want to trade, we could have trade. Nope, we'll just roll trade.
Sir, yes, sir.
Trade is open with them. Now they like us even more. We got one shadow diplomat. That went up in up in majors. Like minors. The majors are not the minors, the minors are the majors. Trying to appease you.
Sir, yes, sir.
Critical success. Up to 26. So another one of those and we might be where we're looking. Got 4 turns left on the lower of the 2 contracts. Yeah, shipping is getting a lot closer to where we want it to be. Partially because other people are reducing their... To be fair, we just kicked one of the shipping... Probably shut down on the shipping lines. By taking the landing spot. MTH... Shipyard.
Copy that.
Another 3 ships for them. Does it auto-update? I think it auto-updates. Okay. Yeah, tonnage... This is starting to get to the point where the prices are actually quite reasonable. It might be reasonable to make the roll now, but we're going to keep expanding the shipping first.
We're under fire.
There we go. What are they doing in that hex? Dome farm. Really? No, we're just gonna swap that up to the other zone. Here. There's still one more ruin here that we'd like to secure first. Yeah, still one more ruin that we'd like to secure first. And then obviously this place needs more colonists. To give it some farms that doesn't have the workers to... Actually, it might have the workers to work that, so that's done. Yeah, it still needs more workers to work the main thing.
Yes, sir.
Do we still have the ball link over here? Yes. It... Got the industry. Let's slap a rail line between those two places. You've got you've got people who easily turn into workers. So you're going to build the rail station.
Roger that.
You're going to build a railhead.
Roger that.
And that should at least clear up the bottleneck between these two. Most of these guys have received what they're looking for. Let's start using the professional troops to push these guys back.
Mission accomplished.
And the other end of the pocket, we can use the professional troops to push them back into one hex.
Do it! Do it now! Mission successful.
And the next turn, assuming we don't have like severe shortage of bullet problems, we can clear that last hex. I would not be surprised if we have severe shortage of bullet problems after all the shooting we just did, but like I procrastinating. I forget the exact pronunciation for that, but yeah, I can slightly predict the future there and go like, yeah, I foresee a potential problem that is probably going to happen. Construction-wise, I think other than the things we just queued up, we might actually be done with all the construction projects. Yeah. And then that's, as long as we have like 400 industry on board, we're good. So, finish this road. And the next one is that run, which obviously we're not doing in one go. So you to you probably should get, or can get done right now. Any place where we're not running through the marsh, because the marsh gets better when like this northern area freezes. Okay, that's what we're gonna seal for the moment. I think it's like every other turn that it freezes, so we'll check in on it next turn. Yeah, as you can see, it's 0C right now, so it really doesn't take very much for it to freeze. The place where it freezes is the place where it's below 0. You're only 4C, yeah. Right, the stuff down here, which we sealed, obviously, is pretty warm. This is not a map where we can do atmospheric farming. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Okay, here we are, round 129. We have 5 decisions. Religious Mayhem. Shame. Some relative calm. Discovered the next weapon tech. Just need the armor tech to go with that. Which could be discovered.
Order received.
Focus on design work. Given some of the demands. Yes, that has my priority to mitigate. Failure. Although, other than causing, like, a bunch of danger, it was actually pretty mild. Maritime Scientific Expedition. We pay a bunch of political power. Get some mind. We're not running mines, so we're not that interested in it. Yeah, I'm probably going to say no to that. They're offering to help us. We're going to decline their kind offer.
Sir, yes, sir.
And then, yeah, I think we're going to say no here because we don't actually want the mind. We already got trade with them. I'm tempted to go for scientific exchange, or not cooperation again with them. We need the Shadow Diplomat to make that plausible or reliable, but we can definitely do that.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
They refused, but it was worth the roll. Oh, I didn't check to see if we got a shipyard card. We did. Let's get another shipping.
Copy that.
2 more ships. Okay, now based on the tonnage modifier. Okay, the tonnage isn't quite available, equating to what's being contracted out, but it's enough that it's getting a price modifier down. I'm surprised because that math isn't mathing, but... Or is that what's available? That might be what's available. So there's 19,000 tons available. Okay. Well, there's 19,000 tons available. Let's do a transport contract.
Copy that.
Get ourselves like 2,000 tons of that. With that in the works, we'll still try to get
Sir,
client
yes,
state
sir.
with the one that we don't have a client state with. I think we'll start rolling for unification with the other one.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Oof, made them angry. And then unification with the other one.
Sir, yes, sir.
There we go. Again, we're mostly going to use these guys as Coast Guards. So They're just going to put them along the coastline to make sure nothing comes ashore. We should have adequate supply over here. Right now it hasn't updated for the fact that we now have a truck station here. Yeah, transport hub level 2. And the rail isn't done here, although... Now we'll hold off a turn on the rail. Okay, not super terrible shipping here, so we should be able to bring the professional troops in to finish this pocket off. Yeah, we'll take 1. That might not be enough to get rid of them all. They do have no retreat path, so it's going to be a little bit harder to get them to retreat in this mission.
Run! Run! Run!
Not quite. Killed 121 subunits. A total of 4 held. Had those 4 retreated, they would have all been destroyed, killing another 195 units. We lost 5 units, so traditionally we're winning. Just base reconning. Yeah, that's not the smartest way to do that, but it apparently works. Oh, and there's a lot there. That's why somebody got destroyed in the ambush. Like, our guys aren't that squishy.
Target destroyed.
Oh, there's one there. Okay.
Sir.
We haven't taken that last ruin. We're gonna wait until we get that last ruin.
Going in.
No dice. If we didn't get that guy to retreat, he would be destroyed. So it was worth the risk. Did we lose anything? We did lose one of the machine gunners, one of the RPGs. Okay. And then you still want more. Yeah, but you only need like 1,000 more, so you're getting pretty close. That should be the last 1,000 we send you.
Yes, sir.
And we move on to the other ones. Oh, and your port is still makeshift. Okay, so it's actually you next. And then we try to grow these both to all 3 to level 2, I think, probably a good place to stop. Food's a little lower than I'd like. Do I buy a bunch of food? What's the price on food? Yeah, we just buy a bunch of food.
Yes, sir.
2,000 food. There we go. Or 2,000 money into food. Then we can get our money back with some efficiency tries.
Roger that.
Here we go. And we still want to seek, by the magic of bribery, peace with these guys.
Sir, yes, sir.
Got them. I think that's enough to get them up to 36, yeah. Oh, we've already played on you. Good to know. Anyhow, see how stable that connection is. If that connection looks reasonably stable between these two, I suppose I could shove the rail line in as well. We could extend the rail line there. We'll start rolling for unification on these guys. Before we roll that unification, victory overview is as followed. We're up to 17.3. We'll see how much that extra population kicks us up. That is 235,000 people, so it might throw us a bit. Increase our population a bit. Would be our second largest city on the next turn. Okay, here we are. It's around 130. We killed 600 infantry over the end turn. We lost 200. We got 8 decisions. We found some more tanks. Some more machinery is nice. Some high-tech parts is real nice. Some Galactic Republic grade infantry. More Galactic Republic grade infantry. Some more tanks. Some more shipyarding. Okay. An unusual companion. We'll allow it.
Aye, aye, sir.
We like Fist, we like Commerce.
Yes, sir.
I'm forced. Commerce is fine.
Yes, sir.
Declined. Make the chief like us. We're not going to succeed on that roll, so we'll go with accept command.
Aye, aye,
Upgrade
sir.
to Big Town. Decent worker salary. And as soon as the culture is converted enough, immediately start recruiting some units, please. Although, actually, let's not do that for the moment because we don't know how the shipment's going to work.
Sir.
I do want to do that, but... Okay. Unload there, yes. Pick up from... apparently I got the port capacity there. We could pick up from there, but I don't really got the... We have a dedicated rail connection location, so let's use the dedicated place for it. Which, of course, we have enough of the dedicated place, too. I want to do 2,500. 9,000. I don't think I have the rail capacity for 9,000. We could buy 9,000. Not going to do that. We'll do this one.
Copy that.
We're being blackmailed. We'll just say yes.
Sir, yes, sir. We are under fire.
Requesting backup. Requesting backup.
See you on the other side.
That costs more than I really wanted to pay, but we now control all the ruins, so I now don't feel bad playing our ecology card.
Copy that.
Okay, so we now know that all those ruins are empty. Fair enough. Okay, you've got enough government workers. You've got a shortage of government workers, so send you some government workers.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, and you're having delivery issues, are you? Yeah. Easy solution is slam the rail connection down there. I'm even going to do the same down here. Just you get some rail, you get some rail, everybody gets some rail.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Okay, did the rail station finish? Yes. If I've got the construction capacity for it, we're going to slam a rail line. Oops. Spilled, that was not what I wanted to do. Rail line from you to you. I want you to seal to the border. That's probably all I can afford to build. Construction this turn.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, get the professional troops to crush this pocket once and for all.
Yes, sir. We're going in. All clear, sir.
All clear, sir. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Okay, so we've got them encircled. Hoping there's not something on the... Do I take the... Okay, there's nothing on the road there. Send you north. Okay, well that's not a tank, guys. Thanks for finding the atomic weaponry, but hopefully we don't need that. Hopefully we don't need that. They done did find the bomb. Okay. Let's check up on the victory progress. So we are now in first. So that was enough to swing us from second to first. We have the most planet at 20.1% of the planet. We don't have the most in population. We are only at 20.8. So we are actually beating number 2 in planet, not population. And we're not beating them by very much. Although, we add the next subject in, we'll probably be beating them by quite a bit. Anyway, we got more planet than everyone else. And we're just a little behind. Well, what, 6.8% population is not a little behind. That's like a whole city. We're like a city behind the square leader in population. And I suppose this will help. This is a big city. Given the fact that I know we're getting some pretty heavy bottlenecking in here, we'll see if the rail connection fixes our problem the bottlenecking here. MTH wise, we've got 3 contracts. We're gonna let the old ones time out because 2,500 is gonna be more than we need. Okay, 2,500 it is. 2.5 times more than the old ones. It's all in one combined contract. So that also simplifies the updating on that. Rail station's done, railhead's done. We got 3 new railheads in the queue. We might not necessarily have enough industry to get them all done. We'll see. It does take from the local industry supply first. I waited too long. I should have peripheral mined earlier. Oops.
Copy that.
So we'll be able to fix that next turn. Nothing as far as prospecting. He wants to get to 20.6. We're up at 20.4. What does that demand do? 4 turns. Okay, so we gotta unify with the next one in 4 turns. That will clear that demand. Yep, we're dealing with some of the local wildlife. These guys aren't too bad. It's that a lot of our guys are still the old rifle 3s. The rifle 4s would not have as much of a problem with these guys. And then these guys actually infantry. Yeah, I think they're infantry. These guys are a little bit scarier. And they're swimmers, so they're getting a big bonus in the swamp. In the swamp. The swamp is protecting them. Okay, back to us. It's round 131. We have 5 decisions hitting us. Oh, I guess the VP rounded up, okay. I was expecting we having to integrate the next person. Okay, so that was the last of the rotors, apparently. Okay, so we're moving the guys up there. How's the supply situation looking down here? Terrible. It's looking terrible. Okay. Okay, so this zone was running... this bit of the zone was running by that connection. That connection got caught. Enough. And of course that cuts my rail connection there. Which is what these guys are trying to run off of. Okay. The fish gotta be annoying. And I think that's the fish. Yep.
Okie
They're
dokie.
faster than I was expecting. Can we get someone on that hex so that we don't really lose the connection again? There we go. Because these guys didn't get adequately supplied, so we should not go on not be on the attack down here as much as I want to be. Okay, so you should be able to finish up next turn. Were all the railheads delayed? You were delayed because you got cut off, that makes sense. You were delayed due to lack of workers, although... if we can get you some workers, that should be fixed. And then this one finished. Okay. We still got bottlenecking in here. That is a little concerning. Then that means it's also the rails getting saturated. Or no, the rail was only just finished, wasn't it? That wasn't applied yet. We'll have to wait for next turn to know if the rail is also bottlenecked. And then we did those movements, yes. And then colonists are going here. Because you need more workers. Lots more workers.
Sir, yes, sir.
We're pro-democracy.
Yes, sir.
Harassment. We're gonna have to do the roll here. I'm gonna do the roll here. Looks like he failed the roll.
Aye, aye, sir.
And we extend the empty
Copy
mine.
that.
25,000 more put in the mine, but the mine is now at the point where if it runs out, it's empty. Now, we do get Fist here for paying the tribute, so we'll pay double the tribute. This is not them. This is one of the other ones. Okay.
Sir, yes, sir.
And I can propose peace with them.
Sir, yes, sir.
Peace proposed. Yeah, that's going to be a little too hard. Okay. Okay, they're already a protectorate of someone. These guys are not.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
No success in the die roll. Okay, so those are aliens. Interesting. We can reach out to the aliens as well.
Sir, yes, sir.
Try. They don't speak our language, apparently. Oh, I don't have enough reconnaissance from these guys. Let's dump another
Aye,
spy
aye,
in there.
sir.
See if that boosts the reconnaissance in the neighbors. And then more shipyarding.
Copy that.
Because we're probably going to want more routes at some point, so keeping them cheap because their supply of ships is high is great. And then, yeah. So I'm going to see if the rail fixes the bottlenecking there. Should, I think. So let's cycle this turn. Looking at the time, this is probably where we're going to head at the end of this end turn here, put the part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will probably be another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a slightly longer break, because I'm going to go be replacing a cup of tea. But otherwise, we are going to continue with the plan for the night, which is recording 3 parts. So this is going to be the end of the second part here. We're still planning on running a 3-part, 3-night, 3-game schedule until this upcoming Sunday. We'll begin the transition back to a 4-part, 4-game schedule. I think I'm going to add Whiskerwood to the game schedule as the 4th game, is the plan. rating intact. Looks like we held. Looks like we held there as well. Okay, we'll be picking up next time. We killed 200 infantry and 100 walkers over that in turn. We'll be picking up when we get back from the break. So if you're watching on YouTube, that will be tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, again, that will be after I replace the cup of tea. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.